Okay, let's have a look at this question here. The driver starts from rest at P and travels with uniform acceleration of A for t seconds. He continues for 3t and then decelerates in a further 2t. So if this is time in seconds and this is velocity in meters per second, sorry about that, a bit messy. Okay, so it starts from rest, accelerates up with A for t seconds. He continues uniformly for 3t and then decelerates to rest in 2. So this one here is t in length, and then this one here is 3t in length, and then this one here we're told is 2t in length. Okay, and this here is the acceleration A. Okay, another driver can accelerate with 2a and can decelerate with 4a. Find in terms of t the least time in which this driver can cover the distance pq from rest. Okay, so driver starts at rest at P, travels with A, acceleration for T, continues for 3T, then decelerates uniformly to rest at Q in a further 2T seconds, so the deceleration is not going to be the same. Express PQ in terms of A. Okay, so we want the A and T, so we want the distance travelled here. Alright, well, I don't think that's too bad. We should mark off the height here. So the height would have to be A over T, and the reason for that is the slope is A. So if we put the height A over T, oh actually sorry, that's not true, it's AT, because if we put the height AT over the base T, the rise over the run, we need to end up with A. And you can also use the formula phi equals U plus AT. So this guy here, a half the base by the height, so that's a half the base. Actually, you know what, I'll just write it up here. A half the base by the height, so that's a half AT squared plus, now the middle piece would be 3t times AT, so that's 3AT squared. And then the last piece, half the base, so that's T80 squared. So that's 4AT, 4.5 AT squared, 9 over 2 AT squared. That's a 9, not an A. Okay, so what's different for the second driver? Second driver can accelerate at 2a, you can decelerate at 4a. Find in terms of t the least time in which the driver can cover the distance from P to Q, subject to a speed limit of 3AT and then subject to a speed limit of 5AT. Okay, interesting. So let's draw the second situation. Let's say accelerates up to 2a, hits the speed limit, and then comes down. So this would be 2a, and then this one here would be 4a. This height here has to be 3AT. So that can give us That can give us the base here, because again 3at over the base has to be 2a, so the base I think would be 3 over 2t. You can check it out. So 3at over 3 over 2t. The t's cancel, the 3's cancel. You're left, yeah. So just, if you just want to see it, 3at over 3 over 2t. The 3's cancel, the t's cancel, and then you're left with 2a. So you can do something similar for the last one as well. It will be 3 over 4t. Okay, that's fine. Then what about the middle piece now? You have the height, you have the base. We're looking for the time actually, so we really need to figure out the middle piece and then we're done. So we'll just call it x. And we know the total area needs to be 9 over 2 at squared. So if we just do a little bit of algebra, 3 over 2t plus 3 over 4, let me see, that's 6 over 4 plus 3 over 4, that's 9 over 4. Oh, sorry, what am I doing? Half the base by the height. So that will be 3 by 3 is 9, and then 2 by 2 is 4, 9at squared plus 3atx plus 9 over 8, isn't it? That's 3, oh sorry, no it's not. A half at 3/4 times 4a, so that's going to be 3 over 2 at squared. Nope. And that's supposed to equal 9 over 2 at squared. And let's add this all up. So I'll just change this into 18 over 4 at squared. And that'll be 9 and 6 is 15 over 4 at squared plus over 4, 12 x at. So the x has to be take that over there. 18 minus 15 is 3. So you get 3/4 at squared has to equal 12 over 4 x at. The 4's cancel, the a's cancel, the t cancels, and then you divide by 12, so that's 1/4 t has to equal x. Okay, so if x then is 1/4 t, we have the first answer. It'll be 3/4 and 1/4 is 1. 1 plus 1.5 is 2.5, which is 5 over 2 t. That's the first one done. Now the speed limit of 5 at is kind of interesting. Like, surely it should just be the same thing except you replace the 3 with a 5. So I wonder if maybe the 5 at limit is a bit of a trick, and that there's not enough time for it to reach the 5a. Maybe not. wonder. I mean, let's just see what happens if we just copy this in essence, but just replace where the 3 appears with a 5. So in the first one here, let's see, where did it first appear? The reason that was a 9 was because it was 3. Well, actually, I should go back. The reason that's a 3 was because that's a 3. So if I was to replace this with a 5, and that would be a 5, and then that would be a 5. Okay, so that's not 9 anymore. That's 25. And likewise, that's not 3 anymore. That's 5. And likewise, that's not 3 anymore. A half the base, so that's 5 over 2. Yes, that's a 5 there. I should still put it all over 4, so that's 25, and that now instead is 10. Okay, and so that's still 3, and that's 10. Yeah, so instead of 12 here, that's a 10. But that's still 3, because it's still 18 minus... Oh wait, no, that's not 15, isn't it? No, that's 25. So, okay, yeah. That'll be a negative. So it doesn't hit the 5a as a limit, as a speed limit, because we get a silly answer here for the x. We get a negative. So yeah, I thought that was going to happen, because otherwise they have to be doing the same thing twice. So in essence, I guess it's as if there is no speed limit. So let's have a look at this one now. I'll just undo all those greens. Right. So up, down, 2a, 4a, so we know that the total is 9 over 2 a t squared, and these are in the ratio of 2 to 1, so we'll call that 2t and t. The total then is 3t, so a half the base by the height. So 3 over 2t by v equals 9 over 2a t squared. So cancel the 2. What else do I know? Cancel the 3. So Oh, and I should really say v equals a u plus at, so I should really say v equals u, which is 0, plus a, which is 2a times t, so that's 4at. So I get 4at squared equals 3at squared. Cancel the a's, and I get t is square root 3/4 t. So I guess the total then is 3 of these. Now, to make sure this makes sense, we should calculate the v. The v is, it's 4at, and then the t, the small t, is root 3/4, the capital T. Now I'm just making sure that the limit makes sense here up the top. Yeah, that would be root 6, a root 6t. Now they said, which is root 6at. Now they said the speed limit was 5at. So that 5at is going to be up higher. So it never, it doesn't even come close to reaching the speed limit, because the speed limit's 5at, and in this picture here we peak at root 6at, which is definitely less than 5at. And root 6at better be bigger than 3at. Oh no, it's not. Oh, but this is a different question, so should I be comparing like this? Okay, so 5 over 2t and 3 root 3/4. So I guess I should clean that up a little bit, because root 4 is 2, so it would be 3 over 2 root 3t. Okay.